Hey guys, welcome to the video. This is my newest betta my wife surprised me with just a few weeks ago. It's a red Crowntail. He is so awesome. Look how he flares his fins and he shows them off constantly. He is such a cool betta. And he's been in a quarantine tank for a couple weeks, and now I need to build him his own aquarium. He'll probably be by himself because he is very feisty and he chases every fish in the aquarium. So this guy is best left alone. Look at that. Well, anyways, let's get to the build. And before we get to the build, I want to let you guys know I'm going to do a giveaway in this video. I'll give you more details at the very end of exactly what I'm giving away, but you have to like, subscribe, and comment below. And there's going to be more details about specifically what you have to comment and what you're going to win. That's going to be at the very end of the video. And so stay tuned for that. And let's get back to the Scape. Here's the tank I decided to go with. It's a 5-gallon aquarium, and I'll put the dimensions up on the screen here in just a minute. But as you can see, it's really dirty, so I'm going to have to scrub it out real good, and I'll get back with you guys with a clean, fresh tank. Here it is all cleaned up. It took about 35 minutes of scrubbing with Dawn dishwashing soap, and I rinsed it really good. And here's the dimensions of the aquarium. Let's get started by putting in some substrate. The substrate I'll be using today is this Aquarium aqua soil. It's specifically made for plants and shrimp, and the main reason it says plants and shrimp right here, and the main reason I'm using it is because it will lower the pH and make better conditions for the betta. Most of the plants I'm using today won't even really need it because they're epiphytes, and that means they get their nutrients from the water column. They don't actually root into the soil. So I'm going to pour the aqua soil in, mostly towards the back. I'm going to slope it to the back because that gives a better sense of depth whenever you're scaping a tank. And then I'm going to end up capping this off with some sand, so you won't even see the substrate at all. You'll only see the cap of sand that's on top. So I'll just go ahead and kind of spread it out, get it all even where I need it. And the plants that are going to be rooted will have some nutrients so that they can grow, and this will, like I said, keep the pH of the water stable and a little bit lower, which will be ideal. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to dump in some sand and cap this off. Now the sand that I'm using, of course, it's wet right now, as you can tell, and the reason it is because I bought this from Home Depot, and it's the play sand that you can get. Really dirty, so you have to wash it several times, and you have to rinse it several times and keep dumping it so that it doesn't completely cloud the tank. So anyway, I like working with the dry sand better, but this is a much cheaper option. Okay, so that looks pretty good right there. I kind of pat it down, and then I'm going to show you right here how I can cover up this ugly aqua soil on the side. Of course, you don't want that. That's kind of unsightly. And you can start off by putting sand on the side first, and that will hide that. But if you didn't, you go ahead and use this little tool right here. It's wide and flat, and then you stick it in between the glass and the substrate like this. Work it down in there, and then you kind of pull back. Let me get it. Yeah, you pull back just like this, and then you dump a little sand in there, and that gives a little space for the sand to go down into, and it will go up against the glass. And then just kind of pack it on down in there, and just do that all the way around, and then that will conceal the aqua soil on the side. It makes for a much cleaner look, as you can see. Okay, so this here is the Scape, the hardscape I think I'm going to go with. Got a couple pieces of driftwood, and I went ahead and siliconed it to the sides. I think I like the way that this looks. I like how this driftwood is coming straight up here. So now it's time to start scaping the tank and putting some plants in. Here's some of the plants that we're going to be putting in. This is a small tank. It's a 5-gallon aquarium. I'm going to have just one betta in here, and of course they like it to be pretty densely planted. So here we've got some bettas. We've got Bacopa moneywort, Anubias nanopetite. We also have some Java fern and some Cryptocorn lutea, and we have some Cryptocorn red. We also have Alternanthera renicky. Okay, so here we've got some Java fern, and Java fern has a rhizome, so you do not want to plant this directly into the soil. They do very well whenever they are attached to driftwood or attached to a rock. So I think that this right here is a good spot for it. I think it's going to go right here, and then in order to do that, I will attach it to the wood with a little super glue. This is Gorilla Glue, and when it is dry, it is completely safe for fish. So we're going to put a little dab right here. And these roots are wet, so whenever it hits that super glue, it makes it dry quicker. Just hold it for a few seconds and it will dry. Here we've got some Bacopa moneywort, so I'm going to pull it out of the rock wool. Ooh, come right out. Okay, as you see, they just cut stems. It's not even rooted. So I got that online. I don't really like that. It's not rooted very well, so we'll see how that does. So this will allow me to plant it in different spots. That's perfect. This is another one of my favorite plants here. It's the Anubias Nano Petite. Does very well in aquariums. Pull this out. Hopefully this has been rooted. Usually when they sell this, they've been rooting this for about 4 or 5 months. So yeah, there we go. So here's one little piece right here, because I've got 2 of them. So I'm going to put this one right here. Little super glue here. Hold that for a few seconds. Let it cure. See this plant right here? This is really, really nice. I like this. Bettas. It has a rhizome as well, so you can put it on a rock. You can put it on any of this driftwood. Just fine. Let's pull it out. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. This one I'm going to probably just go ahead and stick here in this hole. That would be an excellent spot for it. Right in there. It looks like that's just growing right out of there. I really love the texture of the leaves on this Bettas. See, they have a little rhizome, as I'm talking about. You can see the, I don't know if you can see that, if that's good on film there, but there's a piece that grows long like this and then has shoots coming out of it, and then you have roots coming off of that. Okay, and here is some Cryptocorn lutea. I can see the roots coming off of it already. It's coming, see the roots? It's coming out of the pot right there, so you know it's well rooted. Because I want these roots to be able to get into some of this aqua soil. Now, you don't want to plant this too deep either, just barely get those roots into the sand. Okay, I like how this is turning out. I like the way that this is looking already. All right, now I'm going to put the Cryptocorn red in. This is another variety, but it kind of gets a little bit of a red tone to it. So I'm going to plant this more here to the side. And as you can see, the roots, they're coming out. This one's real well rooted as well. The leaves don't look too great on this. It's going to take a little while for this to come in. There's some new growth growing, but there's some leaves that are showing some nutrient deficiencies. We'll get this in here and hopefully it will do really well. You want to be real careful getting these plants out, especially when they're really rooted and the roots are coming through. You don't want to really break those roots off. You want to try to really gently get that out. Just take your time working that out. Sometimes you can take scissors and just cut the plastic off from around it, but didn't need to right here. Okay, we'll open this up. Well, that's really grown into that rock wool. Look at that. Just try to get this stuff out as much as we can. These little tools, they help out so much whenever you're planting a tank, trying to get in there in between all these little pieces of wood. Super handy. I'll link these down below. The ones I got, they're really cheap. They're not expensive at all. Well worth it. Okay, let's get those roots down in there. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna get some water put in here. And then I'm also going to be putting some leaf litter on the bottom because bettas love leaf cover. They like tannins in the water. It brings the pH down and it's how they like it. But I'll do that after I get the water put in. So let's go put this on the shelf, get some water in it. I'm really excited about how this Scape turned out. It's a sunken forest theme and it looks really great. I'm excited about seeing how it grows in long term. Also, King the Betta, he really likes it. He's been exploring and seems right at home. Also, there's a few other inhabitants like Stir-by Cory and some mystery snails, and they have been exploring this tank from top to bottom. So anyways, guys, leave me a comment below and tell me what you think about it. Okay, and because I love my subscribers so much, I'm doing a giveaway. This here filter, it's a Marina 25 filter, and it is good for up to 25 liters or 6.6 gallons. I haven't used this one that long. I've had it in the Betta tank for just a little while, and I really like it. It has kind of a low flow, and it's really good for the Betta tank and for Nano aquariums. So this is what I'm giving away, and in order to be qualified for it, you have to, of course, subscribe, and you have to put a comment down below and start your comment out with the word filter. And I'll know that you want to be entered into the drawing. Whenever I get a bunch of them, I'll put your name in a hat, pull it out, and send you this guy for free. And if I get a whole lot of people that put in for this, I may do 2 or 3 of them. So thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot more videos coming up in the future with the same type of content, so I will see you in the next one.